Hey guys and girls, how's it going? And welcome back to another episode of the MadPack with myself, Lewis. Hope you're brilliant, having yourself a great day, as always. I'm back in my base, and I've been doing a little bit of work around the place, just playing around with different blocks. You can see I've been playing with a little bit of chisel, a little bit of carpets and marble and carpenters and majigamajoobs. It's just been a little bit of fun, you know, going around trying to snazzy up a little bit. I decided what I'm going to do is I'm going to use the different sets of carpenter's blocks and chisel for different rooms. So since I started playing the new material energy, I didn't realise there was laboratory blocks, so I'm going to use those for my scientific laboratory because they look so nice. I'm going to go with those. And I like the carpet blocks, and I'm not too sure about this wall. I don't think this wall fits very nicely, so I might change those around. But the carpet blocks are pretty nice. And then down here, I've made this little room, and don't ask why that's there. I was literally just looking through the chisel blocks, and I saw the void stones, and I made one, I threw it there, because it just looked cool. It's so nice. And I've been playing with Ender.io, so I got all this stuff done, just kind of, you know, really messing around, to be honest. And, yeah, so we got the power going. I've also been doing, and started doing, these guys. Painted glowstone for outside. How cool is this? A user, or someone in the comment section told me about this episodes ago. And it's, I just haven't got around to doing it. But now, I've started going around and breaking these and placing these guys down so that we don't have to have any torches about. I thought that was such a good idea. And it works really, really well. Like, a load more than I thought it would. So I'm pretty happy about that, actually. They're pretty nice. Cool. Alright, so today we're going to get on with doing that Ender.io farm, because we didn't have much luck in the last episode with doing the MFR farm for farming, obviously, the magical crop stuff. So I thought we'd try that one out. A load of you guys in the comments said that it does work, so I'm going to take your word for it. I'd love if I got right and then it didn't work. It's your fault. So we're going to try that and see how it works. Oh, I should probably put this down as well. Where should I put it? Here? There we go. Cool, cool. I was moving stuff around, so I thought I'd use boxes, because cardboard boxes are... Oh my god, I wasn't meant to do that. Because cardboard boxes are cool. Alright, let's place that inside our mechanism chest up here. Alright, so before we can make this, we need to make another thing. So let's have a look in Ender.io. We're going to need to make a splicer, I think it's called, a splicer something. No, not a soul binder. I need a crafter. No, where is it? Slice and splice. That's the one. I need one of these, because I think to be able to make the farm block, I need a Z-Logic controller. And to make one of these, we need to use the slice and splice. So we're going to have to make one of those. Now, the slice and splice is made of a head, which we've got billions of. Some shears, some of these bits. But I need some solarium. And solarium is gold and soul sand. So I think I'm going to make an absolute buttload of these, because it looks like we're just going to need tons, doesn't it? So let's grab some gold. Actually, let's make half a stack of each. Yeah, that'll do the trick. So I need that. And some soul sand. Hold up. Have I not got soul sand? Really? Wow. I thought I would have had soul sand. One thing that I haven't got inside it. That's just insane in the membrane. Alright, let's go and grab some soul sand from back at the base. I don't even know if I have some in the base. I must have some in the base. We've been to the Nether. I guarantee there must be some in the base. Let's have a look-see. Is it daytime? It is. Brilliant. So once we got this up and running, we can farm those, which is going to be good, because the magic crops gives us all of the stuff that we're going to need. Oh my god, I can't believe that I haven't got any soul sand. That is amazing. No. No. Wow. Alright, let's go and grab some soul sand then, I guess. From any in here? Here. Wow. That's blown my mind that I haven't got any soul sand. I literally don't believe that. Alright, let's do you. Do this. There we go. Alright, I'm going to get some soul sand and we'll be right back. Alright, I got soul sand. We should be good now. When I looked in there, actually, the amount of lava that we've used up is insane. Like, the lava pit that's there is almost gone. It's amazing. Alright, so, let's get some of this inside here. So, some meat and some meat. And, hopefully, this will make the right stuff for us. Yeah, there we go. Good. You took a minute to get going then, didn't you? So that would do that for us. Let's look at the other bits and bobs that we need. So we need to make the slice and splice. So we need some of that. We need a shears, a iron axe, and a machine chassis. Let's have a look if we got any of this in here while we're at. So shears, yes. Good stuff. A axe. Well, hey! Alright, so we grab some of you. And the last bit that we need is a machine frame. Machine chassis. Actually, I can use these inside the thing. So I need some iron bars, some iron, and a capacitor bank. That's right. So let's grab some of this. And then we'll pop it in there, because I don't think I have it in there. So let's grab some of you, and some of you. And a capacitor. Basic capacitor, I think it was. Okay. Let's try this out. Bam. Nice. Alright, you can go in there. Sweet. Alright, so we got some solarium. Well, how long does this take to cook? This stuff's insane. It's like the world's slowest thing. Wow, this uses up so much power as well. It's insane. Alright, well, how many bits do we need? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. And a head. Well, let's use, for a head, we'll use one of the ones we've got outside here, I think. Let's grab a Jabberwock's head. I think that would do the trick. So we'll use one of you. Let's grab some more of this. Just need one more bit. And we should be good to go. Let's place all the bits and bobs inside here. That didn't want to work. Let's do you instead. Alright, that and that. Some of this. Some of that. And a Jabberwock head. And a solarium. Alright. Bam. One slice and splice. I should be able to pop you here. And you should be connected. Yeah, good stuff. Alright. So, if I want to make one of these, I need one of these funky heads that comes from the slice and splice. And let's have a look. Where is it? Here we go. So I need a Z-Logic controller, which is 2 solarium. I need an iron pick and shit. Alright, I need some more of those. I've never actually used one of these before. So let's grab one of these. So iron thingamabob. We need some shears. And we need some redstone. I saw some redstone in there somewhere. There you go. So, you. And you. And where do we put the redstone? I wonder if we can just put this stuff anywhere. I really don't know. We'll pop you there. And we need 2 of these, which can go on the sides. And then what's left is some silicon, which is done like this. So I need some clay in our sag mill. Okay, let's get some clay. Is this my sag mill? Yeah, it is. Alright, so we'll get some of this. I'm going to keep this cooking because this stuff takes absolutely ages to cook. So it's probably a good idea to keep this stuff down as firing. I wonder if any of the things that we've made can actually, you know, go inside our... No, it doesn't look like they can. Alright, okay. So we'll pop you guys down, and we need one last Jabberwock's head, and that should allow us to make the farming station. Let's take you. Alright, Nath. I knew those heads would come in would come in useful eventually. So that. And oh, there we go, look, it's doing something. Something's happening. So this should give us one of those weird brains. And then we need some crystals, don't we? To do it. Wow, the farming station has definitely become a lot more expensive than it used to be. Pulsating crystals, so we need some pulsating iron. I think I've already made some pulsating iron. Have I? Yeah, I have. Good. So we need some meat and some diamonds. Let's grab 2 diamonds. I should be able to craft 2 of those. Good times. And my Z-Logic controller. Alright. I think we've almost got this in the bag. So all else I need is some electrical steel, which is pulverized coal, silicon, and iron. Okay, what have we got? Silicon, clay, pulverized. Oh man, I don't believe I've got any electrical steel. Alright. Okay, guys. I'm going to quickly craft some electrical steel because I need to make a load of coal powder as well. And we'll be right back. Alright, so I think we're practically there now. I threw in my octadoc capacitor to speed it up a little bit because it was way too slow. Alright, here we go. So electrical steel. So now we should hopefully be able to make this farming guy. Let's have a look. So farming requires... Oh, we do need a diamond hoe actually. Let me see if I have a hoe inside here. Do we have a hoe? We don't. Okay. Let's grab a couple of diamonds and some sticks. And we'll make a hoe as well. Brilliant. Alright, so I think I think we've now got all the bits for it. It's looking good. Alright, so let's throw this together. So 2 of those, 1 of those majobbies, a little bit of this, a little bit of that, and a hoe. Hey, 1 farming station. Very nice. And you can go back in there, and you can go in there. Good stuff. Alright, so I think we're going to do this back on the roof again. I would, you know, I wouldn't mind. I might actually go and put another one of those elevators right there, because that could be a little bit easier than going across here all the time, couldn't it? So, alright. Let's do this. I haven't made one of these or used one of these in absolutely ages. So I'm going to pop it, I believe, around here. So look. Yes. Let's do it here, I think. Maybe a little bit further across. 1, 2, 3, 4. No, we'll do it here. It's fine. Alright. So, I don't remember how this works now. Alright, let's get some dirt. And we're going to pop you here. And there we go. And we can choose what we want to farm on the different sides of it. Now, we're going to need to give it some power as well, and then we can choose the materials that are going to go in there. We're also going to need to be able to harvest the items, so something like a hoe is probably going to be a really good idea. I don't know if we actually need an axe. I don't think we do, but, you know, I'm going to do it without the axe first, just to see how it does, but I really don't think we need one of those in there. So, there is that. Let's go downstairs, and we'll grab ourselves a few bits and bobs. I'm going to need some power. So let's grab some energy conduits. And I think that's pretty much it. So let's put an energy conduit here. And should we bring them around? That's probably a good shout, isn't it? If we bring them around here as well. Oh, there we go. And let's get my axe. Where is it? There you are. So I'm going to bring them around here because we've got this little bit here, haven't we? And I can kind of bring them underground. That's what I'm kind of aiming for. So if I had it here, I'll be able to bring the power up that way. Yeah. And I'm pretty sure right here is a conduit. Let's try this. I wonder if I can... Oh, man, I can't fit these 2 together, can't it? That's going to be such a pain in the bum. Unless I change all these ones around, I'm going to have to use these cables. Oh, man, that's such a pain. Alright, I'm going to make a load more of these. I don't think I have enough. Like, I got 13. I didn't make a great deal because they're a little bit more expensive, but hey, that's alright, I guess. Let's run these along here. Yeah. So I'm definitely going to need some more of these. Alright, I'm going to make some more. We'll be right back. Okay, so that should be all done now. So let's have a little gander inside. Base use 40 RF per tick. Okay, so that's a thing. Redstone mode. Active with signal. Never active. Okay, alright. So, let's plug it in. And hopefully, it's going to get some power. Yeah, there we go. Alright, so I think I need to get some more stuff around it. But I believe this works just like how you'd have water in the middle and then the sides on it. Now, if I'm going to do this perfectly, I'm probably going to need to bring these sides out a little bit. So maybe it's going to be worth dropping these along so that we don't have... At least this way we'll be using the max amount that we can have, which is probably a better way, isn't it? So we've got 4 along there. We'll need 4 along here. So let's, again, get some more dirt. Yeah, give me dirt. Give me the dirt. There we go. Alright. So bring you along. So that's 4 along there. And then the same on this side. Cool, cool. And what have we got? 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3. And 4. Brilliant. Okay. And let's just make sure that we can get some light around here. Let's put you there. And I wonder if I can get a torch on top of it. I don't think I can. Maybe if we get ourselves some glowstone and we can just pop that on top. Yeah, there we go. Good stuff. All right. So there's that. I'm going to keep this open for the time being because it's an easy way for me to get down before I put an elevator around there. So that's going to do that. Now let's have a look at our magical majigama jobs and whether these are going to plant. Now, hopefully it's all going to work, but yeah, I might have to have a fiddle around with this though because it's been ages since I played one of these. So on this side we'll have those and... I can't remember if we do it like that or whether you need those on there and then what it's actually going to do in there. Minicio seeds. Go. Okay, alright. I might need to go do a little bit of research again. I'll be back. Alright, so I think I got this figured out, which is awesome. So, it looks like we need to make sure that... I had the redstone mixed up, basically. This thing needs to be always active, which is kind of cool. I thought for a second it meant redstone was always active, but near. So that's kind of cool. So that's going to work there. Now, this guy doesn't need water, as far as I'm aware, because I had it set up a minute ago without any water, and it was working just fine. But I would like to add water to it, just so that I can add... lily pads of fertility later on. That's going to be the plan. So I'm going to add water on here now, just so that we can do that later on. Although the lily pads of fertility, we will need a few bits and bobs before I can make those. So that should do the trick there. Did I not just fill that side up? Did I not just do you? There we go. Good stuff. Alright, so let's place these back in here, and we will go ahead and do this. So that's all been watered up. We've got power going in there. I added one of these. I don't think it uses the iron axe, so I don't think you need to put that in there, but I was just playing around with it. Now let's put down our Minicio, and hey, there we go. It's doing the placings, then doing all the hoeing. Now, I think with these guys, what they do is when they place their seeds, it will go ahead and it will replenish its seed count before it gives you the seeds back. So it needs like a certain amount in there. I think it's something like 16 per slot. I think it needs to max that out before it will give you your seeds back, which is, you know, that's pretty cool. I like that. I like how it does that. I wonder why it's only on 2 there. Like, surely this is enough range right here. Or maybe it only does that small. I know we can upgrade the range of these using the on the things. Because when you look in here, it says plants and harvest crops requires power and appropriate tools, hoe and axe. Looting fortune on tools applied when harvesting. Upgrade of capacitors to increase range. Upgrade also increase power to use. So I guess if I added a capacitor, I wonder if it would do that back area over there. Let's have a look. Let's go get a cheapy capacitor. A baby capacitor. All right, here we go. And baby capacitor. Maybe it doesn't take a basic capacitor then. Configuration. Huh. Oh, I thought it'd take it one of the little ones. Let's try one of these ones then. Let's try it with a double layer capacitor. See if this allows it to plant around the back. Oh. Hey, there we go. Alright, so now it's got a bigger radius. So I need to go figure out how big this radius improvement is for it to be able to reach that far. But, yeah. I think this is going to work. Should we give it a try and see if it instantly does the things? I'll need to get myself some item pipes to pipe it all out, but for now, I think this is going to be good. It can store all the stuff up inside it, and eventually it's going to make more of the seeds for us, isn't it? So let's give this a try and see how good it does its harvesty majobby stuff. And then I will spend some time, I guess, go round, use the painter to get the wood painted and the things. I'm going to be changing all of the walls downstairs anyway, so having the holes in the walls at the minute doesn't really make a difference because I'm going to be changing all the wood probably between the next couple of days to make it look a little bit fancier, a little bit nicer to live in, because it's not nice having, you know, big wooden flat walls, is it really? Oh, there we go. So that one's been harvested, and that should be inside there. Yeah, Minicio essence. Nice. So I can leave this, that'll do all that thing. I'm eventually going to go get some item ducts or some item pipes, and we'll pump the items out of here and bring them into a chest somewhere. I think that's going to be a thing. And once I decide on the walls that I'm going to have in here, I'm really not sold on this marble wall. So once I've figured out what walls I'm going to have, I'll go around and I'll paint a load of blocks, and then we'll cover this up so you won't see any of these horrible wires all over the place. But for these ones, these can at least be covered up, so we can use these to cover these guys up. There we go. Then I'm not really too fussed about this room down here because I'm probably going to change it. I want to make my scientific area at some point, and this is basically just a power room so that I don't have to look. So I don't have to see all of it down upstairs. It just kind of, you know, declutters it a tad. But I'm happy with that. This guy seems to be working just fine. I'm going to go and see how much of an improvement these lead capacitors add to the range, because at least now it's at least reaching full range that it generally would do, isn't it, which is 4 on all sides. So as long as it's reaching out, I'm cool with that. And I'm going to make sure that all of these get filled up with seeds once we've got enough seeds. So hopefully we should be able to get us a buttload of Minicio. The next thing to do really is to add in some lily pads of fertility, and then we'll have some serious speed on our hands. So I need some lily pads, which is easy, some splash fertilizer serum, and this isn't that expensive either. It's just literally condensed splash serum with bone meal, and I think these are a little bit of gunpowder, neverwort, and then to do those, I'm pretty sure you just make one and you click on some water. Nice and easy, right? It was either those or I use a watch of flowing time, but those are a little bit too expensive. A tuple compressed cobblestone, I haven't even got that much cobblestone, and 4 Kleinstar Omegas. I am currently using a Kleinstar Vi. So I've got a little way to go until I can make one of those. So once I have one of those, I guess, we could kind of stand around here and do it really fast, but I would much prefer to have lily pads of fertility. So we'll get some of those made, touch up the walls, get it looking a little bit snazzier, and hopefully by the next episode we should have a buttload of Minicio ready to start making our funky armor. Oh yes. Cool beans, guys. Alright, I will see you soon for another episode. Have yourself a great day. Have a good one as always, and goodbye.